Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my presentation you are looking on that desktop.
Yet not, sir. We are going to live on YouTube.
Okay.
So there is some preparation for.
No, no. Actually, I'm asking my presentation. One slide has prepared. So, are you looking that slide?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
हां बोला मी बिझनेस त्यांच्या केबिनमध्ये बरं ठीक आहे सर टीचर्सला जॉईन करायचं आहे हां करा मॅडम फाईव्ह पार्टिसिपंट्स
हो आहे ना. कोणत्या ग्रुपमध्ये आहे? फर्स्ट इयर डिप्लोमा डिग्री, सेकंड इयर डिप्लोमा का डिग्री, टेक्निकल डिग्री.
Hello, is my voice clear? Please unmute one student and tell me is my voice is clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Hello, good morning everyone. Myself Ms. Jyoti Umesh Pandey from faculty of Swami Vivekanand College of Pharmacy, Udgir. So all of you, thank you for joining today's webinar. This webinar is organized by Swami Vivekanand College of Pharmacy, Udgir. So topic of today's webinar is the importance of pharmaceutical industry. I am profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to introduce our today's chief guest of a webinar. He is none other than Mr. Suhas Nalle sir, who is the scientist and senior manager in formulation, research and development in Aurobindo Pharma Private Limited, Bachupalli, Hyderabad. He has worked on in industries across in India in 6 industries. First one is Cipla Private Limited, Goa. Second one, Vales Pharmaceutical Private Limited, Goa. Third one, Worksons Pharma Limited, Verna, Goa. Fourth one, Gates Farm Research Limited, Ambernath, Thane. And fifth one, Yes Kant Healthcare Limited, Turbe, New Mumbai. He is currently working in a Aurobindo Pharma Limited in Hyderabad. He has 13 years of experience. He had 30 years of experience in a formulation and research in development. His achievement in a 13 projects in ANDA filed for US market, 8 project filing for a Europe market, and 6 project commercialization with a 2 paper publications. Formulation and evaluation of controlled release nataglinide tablets using NACMS and HPC hydrophilic polymer in a RJPT. And second publication is a formulation and evaluation of controlled matrix tablets of nataglinide using hydrophilic polymers in a Bloscon's International Journal of Life Sciences. And another one is the isolation, characterization and microvascular activity of anthocyanins from fruits of flies racemosa in a Pharmacognosy magazine. I heartily welcome to the dignitary of today's special guest, Mr. Suhas Nalle sir, on the behalf of Principal of SPCOP, Swami Vivekananda School of Pharmacy, Udgir, Mr. Suhas Nalle sir. Welcome sir. Now
Yeah,
I
thank you.
request Honorable Chief Guest to address the topic of webinar and share their knowledge and vast experience with our students. Please sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, I thank you to everyone and good morning to every student and along with the staff member of the Swami Vivekananda College. So myself, Suhas Nalle, I am working in the Arvindo Pharma last 6 years and in the formulation and research development. So I have total 13-year experience in the research and development. So today, I would like to thanks to Mr. Ganesh and Mr. Mahesh. So they are given that opportunity this and arranging this webinar for the purpose of to knowledge, because I am also the pharmacist. So when I was there in pharma student, that time I have heard means something is, I don't know what the exact of pharma and what the importance of pharma subject and where it the area where we can be go after the completion of the pharma. So we didn't know, and nobody has to teach on that the particular aspect, because everyone have a life. The education is the part of your life, is to be the purpose to get the more future secure and more future earning, and also you are to stable in your future. So that's why you are studying and you are getting the some graduation or post graduation, PhD. But after that, we don't know where it the line after pharmacy, where it is the line where we utilize our knowledge and where it will be the get more means that education field achievements, and also the professionally and personally. So that's kind of knowledge very important for pharma student, because the everyone has to be studied. Everyone has a book, everyone has a teacher. They are only the studying and they are learning, but they don't know what exact the subjects of pharma is to be utilized in your whole life, because all subject is not a utilization purpose of your whole life, but somewhat it will be utilized. But the needability of which subject, because you know that the pharma really it is I say it is our, we are lucky, we are the pharmacist and we are the studying. You know that the engineering, other fields people like engineering and other people, they are doing different way of different fields, faculties. But our pharmacy, it is a God gift to, we are studying like a health related, machine related, and also the chemical related. So every aspect where the importance of our life and our field or environmental or any other field also, we can be utilize our knowledge and our subjects. So it is the one of the, what you can say, the universe of the knowledge is called as a pharmacy. So this is the universe of the knowledge is called as a pharmacy, because in that the you are studied with the health, you are studied with the chemical, you are studied with the physical, you are chemical with the chemistry, you are studied with the like that machineries and also the dosage form. So that's why the this is the called as a universe of knowledge. So today I am discussing regarding the subject, the pharma subject, where it is the utilized in the pharmacy industry. Because in the pharma industry, the some areas or some departments are there where the our subject is to be utilized. So this is the today's our seminar topic is the uh, just 1 minute. I will share my slide also to everyone. Now you are seeing my slide.
No, sir.
No?
Wait a minute. I have changed my setting. Sir, now you can share.
Now you looking at my slide.
No, sir. It not.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Sir, please share right now. Yes. Please share.
Yes. Now you are looking.
No, sir.
No, no. Okay. Okay. No problem. I can take without slide. There is no issue.
Okay.
Just okay. So today's our topic, the seminar topic is the pharmacy subject and importance in the pharmaceutical industry. So everyone is know that what mean by the pharmacy, but still telling that pharmacy is a art, practice and preparing and preserving and compounding of and dispensing of medical drugs. So this is the our pharmacy. What the pharmacy? It is showing. It is the definition as art, practice, and profession of preparing, preserving, compounding, and dispensing. But this is the general definition of pharmacy. Here it is showing that this is the compounding and dispensing. But the pharmacist means it is not a compounding and dispensing. The pharmacist is also it is the innovation, development, manufacturing, and you have to sell the some medical products. And also you have to conscious about the health. And you also the conscience of the patients. This is the called as a pharmacy. So here the next is the pharmaceutical industry. What mean by the pharmaceutical industry? So here the pharmaceutical it means recovery, development and manufacturing of drugs and medication. So here the recovery means you have to discover some of the these the new invention, new API or the some of these chemicals which is to be utilized to diagnose or treatment of diseases. So the so many diseases have to be there. Now recently it is the COVID has came, so we don't have the medicines and chemical and the structures, so we don't know the medicines. So that is the pharmacist, we have to discover the medicine chemical, and that chemical which is utilized to diagnose and treatment of patients. So this is the pharmacist. So, and this pharmaceutical industry is the one of the is the area where you have to discover, development and manufacturing of drug for our patients, or also the health conscious and our in whatever the requirement of to cure the diseases. So in that pharmacy, so many subjects are there in first semester, second, so whatever the sixth semester and diploma also. So many subjects are there, but all subjects are not utilized in the pharmaceutical industry. So because some like that other fields also there, like the pharmacy, medical pharmacy also there, marketing representative also there. So the other fields are bad. But in the pharmaceutical industry means what? Here you have to discover, manufacture, develop and sell the products. This is the pharmaceutical industry. So what kind of the pharmaceutical industry is required and which subject is to be utilized during your working the pharmaceutical industry? So the so many subjects, like it is the one so here subjects are the human anatomy and physiology, pharmaceutical organic chemistry, medicinal chemistry, pharmaceutical analysis, pharmacology, physical pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical engineer, sorry, pharmaceutical engineer, industrial pharmacy, instrumental method of analysis, pharmaceutical jurisprudence and pharmaceutical regulatory science. These are the subjects mostly utilized in the pharmaceutical industry. So one by one we can discuss the subject where the area, which area in the pharmaceutical industry is utilized this subject. So because today's topic is the pharmaceutical subject and importance in the pharmaceutical industry. So this is the subject where the subject utilized in the pharmaceutical industry. So first subject is the human anatomy and physiology. So you know that what mean by the human anatomy and physiology? Anyone know that what mean by the human anatomy and physiology?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me?
Human anatomy is study of structural and functional unit of life.
And physiology means?
Physiology means the study of this part of body, the functioning of the movement.
Yes, correct. You are the correct. So human anatomy means it is the internal and external structure of the body part. We have to study here the internal and external study part. So this knowledge is very much important for our whole life, for when you doing the job in the industry, pharmaceutical industry, like in the new development and R&D and the production also. So the human anatomy and physiology means it is a function of the organs or this part of the bodies where it is utilized. So this subject is basically used to set the target of, means it is the industry we have to develop and manufacturing the drugs and products. So that kind of the development we require the human anatomy knowledge, like that used to set the target of drug action, used to select the dosage form, so used to delivery of drugs, used to manufacturing of new chemical entity, that means it is the API or dosage form. So that kind of study or that kind of the objects, we need to know the knowledge of the human anatomy and physiology. So basic things of that structural or your organs or internal organs, body parts, then tissues, hormones, all the study it must be required. when you to go for the pharmaceutical industry, because the basic knowledge we don't know, so we can be not able to manufacture, develop or discover the our new chemicals or new drugs or new dosage form. That's why the human anatomy and physiology subject is very much important to understand, to target the our what we discover, develop or manufacture. So this subject is very important. So you have to must learn in basic things. It is very important. So you have to must learn these basic things, because these things are very important to your future career and all the whole life. Because basic of that structure body part is very important for the pharmaceutical industry. So where this subject is utilized. The department is the IND NDA. So IND means it is the invention of new drugs, where that we are the using this or utilizing this study subject and basic knowledge of utilization in that department. Investigation of new drugs. And second department is NDA, new drug application, where we will be the clinical trials study is there. It is the during the clinical trials of new chemicals or new APIs or new dosage form, it must be this knowledge of subject very important. So understood this subject topics?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So because your clouds will not come, so next topic will be not go. So any doubts is there on that topic, you can be ask me. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
So this subject is very important for the your future career and where you go for the industrial working purpose. So next subject is the pharmaceutical organic chemistry and medicinal chemistry. So what mean by pharmaceutical organic chemistry? Anyone know? Hello? Anyone know pharmaceutical, what mean by pharmaceutical organic chemistry?
It is a branch of chemistry that deals with study of drugs, that is structure, chemical nature, composition, preparation, study of physiochemical properties.
Yes, correct. So the pharmaceutical organic chemistry, the branch of the chemistry that deal with the this structure or compound or synthesis of the what we are developing the chemical. The chemical nothing but it is the API. API means it is the active pharmaceutical. So it is active pharmaceutical which will be used to diagnose or treatment the diseases. So this pharmaceutical organic chemistry, here it is the organic molecule like the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Because of the this structure, so you know that so many structures are there: benzoate, pyrrole, then imidazole. So all kind of the structure very important, which will be correlated to our body structure also, and this also utilized to develop the new chemical entity that is API. So this subject is used to organic chemistry to study the structure, property and reaction of organic compound and organic material like that nitrogen, oxygen, halogen. So that kind of organic molecules we are using, we are developing and manufacturing the APIs, which will be used for to diagnose or treatment of diseases. Also this subject is used for to chemical synthesis and identification and precursor. Precursor means it is the initial part to for the synthesis purpose. So why you are doing the synthesis? Synthesis means nothing but you have to develop the chemically reacted one of the, suppose one chemical and another one chemical you mix with that is called as a reaction. So this reaction will become out the one of the new chemical. So this new chemical is to be utilized to diagnose treatment. So next subject is the medicinal chemistry. So this medicinal chemistry nothing but it is the medicinal chemistry is the science that deal with the discovery and design of new therapeutic chemical. So what mean by new therapeutical chemical? So new therapeutical chemical means it is nothing but it is a API which it is called as a active constituent. So this active constituent is to be used to diagnose or treatment of our diseases in the body, human body. So this is the medicinal chemistry where it is. So what is the use of that medicinal chemistry? Used to develop the new chemical entity, used to develop the impurity, excipients, API. So this raw material, whatever this raw material used for to developing the new dosage form or to diagnose the diseases. That time this knowledge of subject very important to understand the what kind of chemical is to be utilized to diagnose the treatment, because nowadays recently in the industry one of the these chemical organic chemical or one of the impurity is there, that is nitrosamine. So recently the US has that observed that data, because of that impurity and that organic molecule it get a cancer. So these also available in the products. So this product how to determine, how to identify on the basis of the structure of the this chemical. So the very important is the chemical structure, the hydrogen nitrogen bonding and the oxygen bonding, water content, the salt formation. That kind of study is very important to understand and the chemical entity and to develop the chemical entity. So this subject is very important. So basic things of the whatever the molecules, the chemical structure, chemical name and the chemical formula, melting point, all these whatever the chemicals properties are there, you have to know about the this general knowledge. So which will be utilized to in your future for development of your new chemical entity, and also the new excipients or new things will come to develop the APIs. So where this the subject utilized in the pharmaceutical industry. So this subject is used to utilization in the pharmaceutical industry in the developing and manufacturing of APIs, excipient, and the particularly the department is IND of new drug, and also utilized in the QC, quality control department. These are the pharmaceutical industry department where that subject is utilized. Next, third subject is the pharmacology. So what mean by pharmacology? Anyone know? The pharmacology nothing but to interaction of chemical with the living organism. So human have so many organism, muscles, tissues. So that what we have developed the chemical API or excipient, where the action, where is the site of action, where is the receptor, where it interaction of this chemical, and which structure is the interacted to that body organ, and how to cure this chemical utilization and diagnose the diseases. So this is the pharmacology subject. So you have to know the what the use of this pharmacology subject to use to interaction of chemical with living organism, identification of site of action, study of therapeutic uses, toxicological study, use of effect of biological system like that absorption, distribution, metabolism, elimination. And also this is the use to effect of API on the biological system, means chemical with the biological receptor. So what you have to develop the chemical and the new excipient or chemical entities which was developed, that will be where it will be utilized, where is to be organ is to be suitable for that chemical. So because you know that the particular action of the API or the chemical is on the particular organ. Suppose you getting the pain for the liver. So particular category of drug have to be the only get the action on that liver function. Like that heart. So particularly class of drugs is to be used to recover the or treatment the heart diseases. Like the another category, the psychological patients. So this particular class of the chemical which are the only action on that particular the organs. So that kind of chemical which are the utilized in our body parts is a very important. So that basic knowledge of the pharmacology very important, because here the pharmacology has given the classification of different classes of the body parts. So that the classes is very important to understand the this action of where it the action of chemical, because the anti that is the paracetamol that is the used as a anti, or it may be relieve the your fever. Also the cough syrup. So that kind of the this the whatever the chemical or drugs we are using and where it the action in the body. So that part is to be studied in the pharmacology. So where is the pharmacology subject is used and which department in the pharmaceutical industry? Basically the first one is the NDA. So new drug application. Where the new drug application, it will the means in that department you are developing the new dosage form, chemicals. So that chemicals or dosage form which are the used to action on the particular body. So here the clinical studies are there. So clinical phase are 1, 2, 3 phase are there. First generally it is the use of the whatever the chemical on the animal study. So animal study what the effects of this chemical on the particular organ, it is to be evaluated in the NDA department. So this is the pharmacological knowledge very important for the this department NDA and IND, and also the clinical trial department. So these are the pharmaceutical industry department where that subject is utilized. Everyone has getting the clear knowledge or not? Because I am
Yes, sir.
yeah, because
Yes,
nobody is replying. That's why I am thinking I am only the talking. Nobody is reacting on that. Okay, now is it understandable?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. The next subject is a physical pharmaceutics. So this is the pharmaceutical means what mean by the pharmaceutical? So pharmaceutical means it is the study of the relation between the physical, chemical and biological property of the drugs in a for the particularly to develop and design the and optimization of dosage form. So physical pharmaceutical and pharmaceutical subject means what? We are developing the different dosage form, like it is the tablet, capsule, syrup, parenteral, injection, ophthalmic. So many dosage form are there, transdermal. So this the physical pharmaceutical is to be utilized what you have developed the chemical API. So characterization of API like that solubility, pH, or what particularly the particle size very important for the to deliver the drug to body by through blood. So that kind of what are the physical properties of API, physical property of dosage form is to be understood by using this study of this subject, physical pharmaceutical. So in that pharmaceutical, so many dosage form classification given. You know that the dosage form are there. There are three type of dosage form: liquid dosage form, semi-solid dosage form, and tablet dosage form. So in that tablet dosage form, so many categories are there, like tablet, capsule, sublingual, lozenge. All these are the categories, and liquid dosage form like syrup, suspension, and in the semi-solid it is the cream, ointment, base, jellies. These are the class. So these class of the dosage form what kind of excipient used, what kind of the deliverability of dosage form to particularly, like that it is the solid dosage form. It will be the utilized for oral
सध्या फायनल
dosage form. It will be used to through the parenteral. It is directly goes to blood. That semi-solid, it is applicable on the skin or your external body parts. So that kind of dosage knowledge very important, and that dosage, tablet, capsule, whatever the dosage form is there, that knowledge, basic knowledge is very important for your future, because the pharmaceutical industry is to be growth because of this pharmaceutical industry. Sorry, because of that physical pharmaceutical or pharmaceutic subject, because the so many the products which have the, like that example tablet, it is tablet is the very when you taking or administer this tablet, it look like a one solid, but when you have to manufacture, you have to develop, you have to utilize this tablet for the industry. So lot of knowledge is very important, because selection of API, selection of excipient, what the characters of the API is required for which doses and which doses, because the API is the only single entity, depend on the physical property of the API, like particle side, pH. On that basis, we have to develop the dosage form. Some API is not to manufacture in the tablet. Some API is not manufactured in the liquid. Some API is not manufactured in the transdermal delivery or semi-solid. So particular knowledge of the physical property of the API, it is the very much important to establish or manufacture or develop the dosage form. The chemical entity characterization and what the dosage form and which the delivery of the this dosage form through our human body is very, the basic knowledge is very important, and this subject has to be given all the knowledge regarding the development or characterization of this particular physical properties of the this dosage form and characterization of API. So it is also used to understanding the drug ADME and dosage regimen. So ADME means absorption, distribution, metabolism and elimination. So this physical property also utilized for to understanding the dose, where it will be the getting the site, and where when we have taken the tablet in the body and how to the it process to by body. So by this is the four systems ADME, and also this physical pharmaceutical also utilized to characterization action of drug delivery system before the same is given to the patients. It is the delivery system. Delivery means it is the to deliver the API by using the some of the carrier through our body, human body. Also this subject is used to characterization of API. Earlier I said that the solubility, pH, Tmax, and also the Tmax, Cmax, the elimination half-life. So that kind of the study we need to studied in the using this subject, pharmaceutical, physical pharmaceutical and pharmaceutics. So this subject where it is the use in the pharmaceutical departments or pharmaceutical industry. So departments are the pharmacokinetical department, CRD, that is CRD means clinical research development department. So this subject is used in that department, pharmacokinetical department and CRD department, clinical research development department. So next is the pharmaceutical pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical engineer and industrial pharmacy. This subject, what mean by the pharmaceutical? What mean by pharmaceutical? Anyone know? Pharmaceutics means what?
Yes, sir. Pharmaceutical is a branch of pharmacy. It deals with study of manufacturing, preparation, and packaging pharmaceutical material.
Yes. So the pharmaceuticals means it is the manufacturing, development and utilization of the or to prepare or develop the manufacturing of dosage form. Then pharmaceutical engineering. So pharmaceutical engineering means what the dosage form we are developing and manufacturing. So what kind of instrument is required to developing this dosage form. So that is the studied in the pharmaceutical engineering. Means it is the milling, sizing, particle size reduction, the utilization of this instrument to development of dosage form. That kind of study is in the pharmaceutical engineering. Next is the industrial pharmacy. The industrial pharmacy means it is the discipline which the manufacturing, development and marketing and distribution of drug product in a good quality products. So it is the called as the industrial pharmacy. So here it is the pharmaceutical means it is used to select dosage form. So tablet, capsule, soft gel, liquid, parenteral, semi-solid, suspension, syrup, transdermal, ophthalmic. These dosage form is the given the, you know that the formulas are given in the pharmaceutical subject. Formula means when you to go for practical and we are preparing the gendo bomb, we are preparing the violence, then we are preparing the tablets, we are preparing the semi-solid to transdermal patches. So that kind of dosage form, the particular the formula is given. Formula nothing but it is the composition. Composition means what kind of excipient, what kind of excipient is to be used to prepare the this particular dosage form. Suppose it is you are preparing or you are developing the tablet. So the what kind of tablet the category function required. First you have to think disintegration, then you have to think binder, you have to think diluent. So that kind of selection of excipient for particular function of that excipient is utilization of this knowledge to develop the dosage form. Suppose you are preparing the what you can say syrup. So there what kind of the excipient is required to developing the or manufacturing the syrup. So you are developing the capsule. Which kind of the excipient or the material is required to manufacture or develop the capsules. You are the developing the parenteral injection. What kind of the particular category of the excipient is used which are highly soluble in the water, that kind of particular excipient you need to select. So the basic things of the this is the formula, basic things of the composition and it contains. It is very important to understand the or to manufacture the dosage form because the pharmaceutical industry have developed so many the dosage form like tablet, capsule. Majorly it is the whole world. It is the tablet manufacturing is the major part for the industry because it is stability and it is easy to transfer and easy to deliver and it will be the shelf life is more. That's why the most of the industry, pharma industry as preferable the tablets. Next is the capsule and then parenteral, semi-solid and transdermal. So recently the transdermal, it is the some of the company has to be manufactured and develop the dosage form. Because of that it is the stability issues, deliverability of the API through the body, it is also it is and the stability of the patches and the patient compliance also because patient has to be not properly keep the medicine on the skin. So that kind of the different kind of disadvantages are there. So that kind of dosage form when you are to developing the dosage form. So basic things of the this the excipients or the formula composition or the particularly this dose tablet dosage form utilization of excipient and functionality of that excipient in that dosage form is very important. So because of this subject is very popular in the industry. In rather than this, it is the very popularity of that subject in the pharmaceutical industry. So this also the pharmaceutical industrial pharmacy is the utilization to use the marketing and distribution of the drug goods. When you have to prepare the dosage form, after that dosage form or manufacturing the dosage form, so we need to marketing and distribution of drugs to the this different distributor or in the market. So that kind of study is important. So it will be studied in the industrial pharmacy. So So this is the subject pharmaceutical engineering and industrial pharmacy is very important in the pharmaceutical industry. So where that subject is used in the our pharmaceutical industry, which department? So the department are the specially department is the production. Next is the R&D, research and development, formulation, research and development. Then PMP, quality assurance. Next is the regulatory affair. Next, business development, marketing and sale department. These are the department where that subject is specially utilized. First is the production, next is the research and development, quality assurance, regulatory affair, business development, project management team, marketing and sales. These are the department where that subject is utilized. Next is the subject is instrumental method of analysis. So instrumental method of analysis nothing but is to what you have to prepare the dosage form need to be analyzed. Need to be the means you have to what API is to be added in that particular selected excipient for the manufacturing of dosage. So that content is properly available in that dosage form. You have to study it or analyze by the instrument like that HPLC is there, liquid chromatogram there, UV there, dissolution apparatus are there for to release the because the every tablets what we have developed the dosage form is not directly go to administer to the patient. So in vitro studies are there. So in vitro study, what kind of in vitro study means? In vitro means it is external rather than the body. It is the utilization of to understand the behavior of the this dosage form. Because human body when you taken the orally of the tablet, suppose there is some example dosage form is the tablet. You are taken orally. So the orally it goes to esophagus, then stomach, then in the small intestine, large intestine, and that what active ingredient is there in that dosage form, it will be goes to pass through blood, and that blood is distributed to whole body, and that action site of action is there. There it will be diagnosed or treat. So that is the system. So that kind of system we have adapted in vivo, in vitro. In vitro means outside the body. So specially some of these the particular apparatus are there, some instruments are there where you have to study this dosage form and understood the simulation of our body. Means without utilization of body we can be find out how to release the how to the behavior of this dosage form what we are manufacture. So that kind of study is done by using the analytical methods. So analytical method nothing but we have to evaluate the dosage form. So what kind of tests are there like the API, that API what you adding 100% what active constant, it is getting or recover or not in the dosage form. That kind of study analyzed by instrument. So this instrument or utilization, generally this utilization used to analyze the dosage form, used to develop the identification and finalize and stability of the dosage form. Stability means nothing but shelf life, because when you to go for the purchasing of any medicine, their expiry date is given. So how to decide the expiry date? So based on the in vitro study or analyzing the dosage form, in particularly condition we are to keep the tablets or dosage form and understood that what kind of the behavior of this a chemical in that dosage form, and on that basis we are deciding the expiry date of the products. So generally it is the accelerated study and long term studies are there. This is the dosage form we are keeping in the one chamber. There it will be forcefully or given the excess temperature or humidity, and we are after that frequency of interval we can be analyze the using these instruments, analytical instrument, and then find out the shelf life. So this is the instrumental method analysis where it the department which are this subject is used. So here the particularly this instrument is available in the quality control department. Next is the FARD. So FARD means nothing but formulation, analytical, research and development. So this is the instrument available in that particular department, and this subject is utilized there when you are working for that department. So next is the pharmaceutical jurisprudence. So why it is required pharmaceutical jurisprudence? Because the when you to go for the subject pharmaceutics, pharmacology, pharmacognosy or industrial pharmaceutics, that you can be easily read of that subject. Nobody is to read the jurisprudence, but jurisprudence also it is very important for pharmaceutical industry, because the when it be the preparing the license manufacturing, because without the license we can't make the dosage form, or we can't make the manufacturing, we can't make the development of the any particular API or dosage form. So the important is the licensing. So manufacturing license, import export license of API, or whatever the reference standards, whatever the chemical we need for the manufacturing of dosage form. So particularly license is very important. So what kind of license, what kind of the licenses are, different kind of licenses are available, that kind of study is too important, and we have to study it in the pharmaceutical jurisprudence. Also it is jurisprudence is used for the when after the dosage form you have to when develop and manufacturing dosage form, you have to supply to particular the different countries like US, Europe, Canada, Germany, emerging market, whatever the markets are there available for industry. So that kind of industry market, you need the particular type of filings. So filing is the nothing but it is the documentary part. So filing, in that filing we have to which of the manufacturing license, which kind of document we need to share, and why what kind of license is important to supply our product to different country. So that kind of study is to be studied in the pharmaceutical jurisprudence. Also the schedules are there: N schedule, M schedule, J schedule, X schedule. This schedule is very important when you to supply the product, our manufacturing product to a different country. Depend on the category of the product, we have to give the allotted the schedule. M means it is nothing but manufacturing license. Schedule N means nothing but it is the license for pharmacy. So this is the X means it is the whatever the danger drugs, like it is the depression drugs, antipsychotic drugs, or anti-cancer drugs, that kind of the this where it will be the very chronically effective drugs, it come under the schedule X. So schedules is very important to understand the our product category, or to allocate the this, and also the awareness of the patient. So this the import license, export license. So whatever the license is required for the to sell and marketing and development, manufacturing of the APIs and excipients and the dosage form. So this the subject is utilized. So this subject is where it is utilized. Which department utilize this subject in the pharmaceutical industry are the licensing department, quality assurance department, and administrative department. These are the three departments where that subject is utilized. Next is the pharmaceutical regulatory science. So these are the this subject is very important for the filing of product for the US, Europe, Canada, and because in that the filing, different country have a different filing. Means filing nothing but document. So US, when you to go for US, their document practice is different. When you to register your product to Europe, their document is different. When you register to Canada, their documentation is different. So that kind of different kind of documentation is very important, and it's studied in the pharmaceutical regulatory science. Also this subject is used to quality of documents, means that is good documentation practice. So whatever manufacturing, manufacturing is a process, but it will be recorded by documentation. What you doing in the industry, that every it should be recorded in the documentation, and that documentation is to be supply or transport to that regulatory team, US regulatory team, Europe team. and they have to review the documentation. On the basis of that documentation comments and compliance, then only they accept the our quality, and they also accept the our product. Because it is not easy to supply the our product. Suppose you are manufacturing the specific product in India or any industry, we can't able to transport this product directly to US. So that particularly they have audited, they have reviewed the document, they have, because they are every time they are not practically available for to see in the manufacturing plant. So how they are the chain? So they, because of the documentation practice, they are understood the quality of our manufacturing product, and they also understood the practice or what product is they are developing, what manufacturing. So today's what manufacturing they did, what lot is there. So these all information come under the documentation, and this documentation we transfer to that particular countries, and they have to review and they give the comments, and we are to compliance. So that kind of the study or documentation study is come under the pharmaceutical regulatory science. And also this regulatory science subject is used to control and quality of products and goods, because the quality of the product very important. Depend on the quality, the action of the APIs and action of the dosage form is to be utilized, because the in market you know that the so many companies are there. The quality it should be maintained is very important for the health and also the treatment of the. Some generics are there. Generic means nothing but they are low quality excipient or low quality API use, and they are developing. So and those like most of the company like Arvindo, Cipla, Dr. Reddy's, Mylan, that kind of companies, they are only utilize the quality excipient, quality API, and they have to be deliver the dosage form in that form of quality. So how to control, how to what kind of the quality assurance requirement, regulation requirement, or what the kind of documentation, where to be the document utilized, so it can be controlled. Because we are the in processing, we are manufacturing, we are not aware the quality. So who has to be the quality maintained? So that kind of documentation, what kind of documentation is utilized to maintain the quality? So this is the come under the pharmaceutical regulatory science subject. Also this regulatory science, the assurance of product, process, manufacturing areas means, because the in the pharma area is the very important. It is hygienic area is important. So different kind of the departments in the, suppose example production. In that production, so many departments are there. Granulation department, compression department, then the dispensing department, blending department, coating department. In that industry, so many means in the production only the 10 to 15 departments are there. So how to maintain these all the department process quality and assurance? Means assurance means what kind of the assurance means, because somebody has doing that manufacturing. So what the assurance? Assurance means nothing but you have to aware or the maintain the quality sorry of that product. So how to the maintain? Everything is not to get the practically seen. So documentarily it should be the maintained, and documentarily it should be review after the developing the dosage form. So this subject is used for to particularly, and where it is the use in the industry. So these departments are the regulatory affair, quality assurance. These are the two departments where the documentation practice is needable, and they are reviewed and they maintain the quality of the product. So this the department, regulatory affair department is for to filing of the product, and quality assurance is to be used to maintain the quality of the product and our manufacturing area quality. So these are the subject where it will be
Sir, I
very
think
important to use in the industrial pharmaceutical
त्यांच्या
industry.
मोबाईलवरनं attending
Okay,
चालेल का?
this is the last subject. So thank you for that. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is. This session is over. Have any questions regarding that subject and any queries are there? You can be asked me.
Dear student, if anybody have any questions, you can ask to sir. Yes, anybody?
Which skills are needed to go in industries?
Sorry.
Which skills are needed to go in industries?
Skills means you have to basic knowledge. What I have subject is told now. Knowledge of the your subject is very important because if you are knowledge, so you can be able to work for the industry. And the skill is means you have to find out what kind of subject and what kind of career you have to go and which department you go for that. So you have to the utilize that subject specific knowledge and but all the subject knowledge is very important, but specifically the department wise you can be choose the subject. So this skill is very important.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, again, anyone is there? Have any doubt? I think nobody is understanding my topic actually. The question has not come means not understanding of my topic. Is it correct?
Dear student, is anybody? If you are any doubt, you can ask to sir.
You can ask by Marathi also, no issue. I am belong to Maharashtra only.
Yes, anybody, you can ask in any language. Which language is convenient for you? Yes, anybody? I think nobody is interested.
No problem, no problem, no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
thank you
thank
for sharing your knowledge and vast experience with our students. As per said, basic knowledge is important, and what is pharmacy, knowledge about human anatomy and physiology, what is NDA, what is IND, and the whole subjects is covered in a pharmacy like pharmaceutical organic chemistry, pharmacology, pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical engineering, industrial pharmacy, instrumental method of analysis, pharmaceutical jurisprudence, pharmaceutical regulatory
Regulatory.
science, and the department covered in industries are like production, research and development, quality assurance, R&D, that is research and development, again regulatory affairs, marketing and sell department, and project managing department. So now I request Ms. Zeba Beg, faculty member of Swami Vivekananda College of Pharmacy, to give vote of thanks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir. A very good afternoon to one and all. Myself, Begzeva Bakhtiar. It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. On behalf of organization, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest, Mr. Suhas Chandrakant Nalle, sir. Sincere thanks to the all department and our beloved principal, sir, Mr. Ganesh Tolsarwad, sir, from the Swami Vivekananda College of Pharmacy, Udgir. And I would like thanks to all staff members. And sir says that, Mr. Suhas Chandrakant Nalle, sir, says that the basic knowledge of all subjects are very important, and the basic things as per the guidance, regulatory affairs are very important. And thank you so much, sir, for your valuable guidance. Thank you once again and all. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
With your permission, okay. Okay, sir, you left.
Yeah. Thank you.
ते होस्ट असल्यामुळे एंड झाली मीटिंग डायरेक्ट.
हम्म.
चलो हो गया.
कितना गर्म हो रहा है सर ये? इसकी वजह से क्या?
ये गिटार
कितनी